What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How we doing, chat? How we doing, guys? Good morning, or I guess, yeah, good morning. I'll say good morning, good evening, good night. You know, it's morning time for me. 9:16 a.m. It is that time. We gotta talk about the chapter. Let me get my mic and stuff right. What up, dead man? Yeah, we talking the chapter. I'm great, brother. How are you? What's it's what 10 p.m. over there? I believe it's like 10 or so over there by you guys. Oh. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do the review now, and perfect. Oh, you actually got it right this time. Yes, 10 p.m. An hour after my time on the opposite. I think I got it. I think that's technically what, 13 hours? 13? Maybe. Yeah, it's 13 hours difference. How's the day been? You know, we're here for the chapter. We're going to talk about it. We got some time. We're going to lock in. Yes, sir, just setting up. Going to get some good lighting. And we go get active. Let me know if my mic shuts off too, though. Personally, I say that a laptop, because I have a MacBook. What I like about MacBook is that it's for a creator. You know what I mean? Like it's something of. It has all the tools with it, right? It comes with like Logic Pro X. I think it comes with Final Cut. It comes with all those different tools that you would need in order to actually do editing. So that's why I would recommend it over a PC. PC, if you know you're a hacker or you're into coding, you're into futures, you're into PC games, like it has its benefits as a PC. Like I was considering doing PC, but I'm not sure if it's actually helped me in what I need from a laptop. So that's kind of like my review. And if you want to be my video editor, I'd appreciate it. Because I'm trying to, if I could step away from the editing part and then just focus on the actual reactions and that kind of thing, that would save me so much time. Shit. I accidentally split my table in half. Ugh. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I think it's Monday for everybody. I messed it up. Oh well. Happy Monday. I think it's Monday for everybody, depending on what time. Yeah. Haha. Bet. You got it. I'm for it. I'm serious because I really could use it. I really could use the help. What's everybody up to today? It's family day here, so it's like a holiday. Should I go over it this way? Yeah, this looks better. Let's see. I get that kind of lighting over here. No, but it's all right. Yeah, so I even okay, yeah. I have my phone on me. Tuesday in 2 hours. Okay, yeah. So it's almost Tuesday for you guys. But yeah, but you're a PC. You're with PC right now, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking that. All right. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Okay. So the title is "The Strongest in the World." Now, what do you guys think by that title? Do you think that the strongest in the? I saw like a couple people doing like voting in regards to what they. Oh, you don't have either. I thought you had one right now. So a lot of people are speculating that the strongest in the world, does it refer to Loki? Does it refer to Luffy? Or does it refer to both? Or sorry, Luffy, Loki, and then there's the mother's love. Like, you think it's Loki? Okay, so like, but there's also the whole thing about like the mother's love. How do you, or like I think it was the mothers and the family members. Like, it was like how they all stepped in, and it was the love that they showed and the love that they presented. That was the, nothing stronger than love kind of thing. So do you guys think that it might be that, or do you feel as if like we're just sticking with like the fact that it's Loki? It could be both because Liz is saying for Elba because it's Ida. So that point, right, is because of the love that he received from Ida that gives him strength, right? So like in some regards, that gives him strength. So I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to think that what Oda really meant was the love of like the parents and the love of like the family, but I don't know. So looking back at what we had early in previous chapters, like Zebek regarded Loki's devil fruit as the strongest, or would be represented as, the biggest, the thing that's going to help him the most, right? Or like once Harold gets that, he'd be able to like, not, I don't know if the term was conquer the world or like take over the world. Haha, Sanji's upscale. Technically, I'd even give it. I was giving it a Shanks upscale. I was giving it a Shanks upscale because if he was able to take out, not if, but okay, maybe if, because we don't know what actually happened, but if he was able to take out Loki in what happened, like Loki in that form, but he also has the observation hockey that's like a minute ahead or like however long ahead, which allows him to he's extremely fast. We know that, right? So he gets from point A to point B in a heartbeat. So with that, I was giving you a Shanks upscale. All right, so okay, so that's what we have there. And someone was saying that like a lot of these might not even be, or so I think it was Brago who was saying that these might not even be cover requests. Like these might actually be things that like are gems that we're still getting, I think it's because Shanks's hockey is so strong, and Loki knows that. Like he knows that Shanks's hockey is stronger than his, and he's like, bro, you have disgusting power, and how come you haven't decided to take down the Holy Land? When like they probably had some kind of conversation because he helped, right? He was there that day. He knows what happened. Harold got taken over, etc., etc. But like if you're that strong, how come you haven't done something to take to not, because what was Loki's dream? He wants to destroy the world, right? Like his whole thing is that he wants to not, he doesn't even want to rule the world. He wants to destroy it. And you could take it in many different ways where it's like you want to rule the, like even how Zebek's thing is like he wants to be king of the world. I think Loki wants to destroy the world. Is it in regards to actually bring it, like burn the whole world down? Or is it something in regards to he wants to like destroy the system that's in place, right? He wants to, it's like Luffy, how he's destined to do that technically based off like Nika and like everything that's regarded to Nika. Like his thing is about, he's supposed to actually destroy I think he's going to take out the red line. So back to like your previous comment, I do think Loki's going to be the red line. Because if we look at the mural, that's a huge thing there. Because if we look at the mural, obviously you have on the left side like all those things fighting the giant creature. And then you have the other dragon fighting the serpent. I think Shanks is just him. I think he's been just him. He's top in the verse. And like, because think about it, you're having hockey comparable to Joy Boy. And I don't think that like the Loki's Conqueror's hockey like infinitely boosted when he got the devil fruit. I don't feel like he got a hockey boost because of the devil fruit. I think it's like Ragnar is broken in some regards, and it's the combination between Ragnar and his hockey that, like, I feel like Harold not downgraded himself, but like allowed himself to be weak long enough for Loki to take him out, right? He wasn't on guard basically. Size was exaggerated, but first Loki just confirmed that the size is accurate. Well, the thing is, they were pointing. I was watching Cole's stream yesterday, and he was putting it in, and someone pointed out that the figure on the left that we all think is Emu could also actually be Loki, or the hybrid form of Loki. Because if you look at that figure, it has the same wings that the other dragon has that we know is Loki now. So like guaranteed the dragon on the left that's hanging down is Loki. I think now it's looking like the one on the left is the hybrid form of Loki. But the question is, it's like, we know, I want to say Emu or whoever that was before was the original individual who had Loki's devil fruit. You know what I mean? Where yeah, 100%. I want to. That's a fact. That's a fact. But what I want to think that maybe it's like the original ancient giant or something like that, or like, you know, we've seen how big Emu can get. You know what I mean? So and it's also if it actually like demon related. If there's something demon related, cause say Emu took over the original giant, and that giant also had the devil fruit of. You notice something? No, that's not true. That's not true. I was gonna say we never seen Emu take over someone with the devil fruit, but Gunko is that person that we've seen Emu take over. Like I really believe that. Like I don't think Emu's not in the mural whatsoever. Like that wouldn't make sense. I think what's guaranteed is that the dragon on the right is fighting is Loki, the beast form of Loki that we just saw in this chapter, and the one on the left is someone that has the same devil fruit, but it's Emu or whoever is like is Emu related with that same devil fruit. Simply because the wings are actually the same, it does still have the horns and it also does have the claws that we see Loki have. So like it's almost like pretty much the same, right? Like I don't feel like we're gonna have Loki, because when was the last time the devil fruit was used? The devil fruit wasn't used against in Joy Boy's time. I don't even think it was used in Joy Boy's time. Like I'm pretty sure we never got any like Ragnir and that fruit. Ragnir and that fruit were both not used in that time. Alt, what up? How you doing? We talking One Piece right now. All right. Where else? Sorry. Sommer's in this chapter. Alt 6-7. What up 6-7? One text message. The evening guy. All right. Where are we? Sommer's in this chapter. Yo, I don't like Sommers. I can't say I like Sommers, but he's a very good bad guy. He's a very convincing villain. Like he's the woo ha 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 ha. Like he's like Orochi. He's like, I don't know what, like Kaido wasn't a bad guy. Kaido was the antagonist. There's a difference. You know what I mean? Like the faces he was making was like more diabolical than Orochi's. Like it was just disgustingly like he's loving this. And he's even saying that like, oh well, it ain't gonna be my fault. It would be Emu's fault. You know what I mean? Like all those sea clouds got blown away. He's blaming everybody for it. Yeah, his face is going crazy. Like I don't know what his thing is. I don't know what kicks he gets. Imagine even if hear Summer say that. It should be here. It should be able to. It should be able to. As far as I know, he should be able to. Unless he just doesn't have the contract that I'm thinking of. He doesn't have the deep sea. I thought he had the deep. No, because you have the first one. The first one makes you immortal. The first one makes you immortal, right? This whole situation for Summers felt like a wet dream for him, which was what? Yeah, no, 100%. Like, yeah, no, that facts, big facts, big facts, big facts. Like he is having the time of his life. Like, bro, this picture here is crazy. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I'm down to like, I didn't think all the parents were gonna step in. I didn't believe I didn't expect all like I didn't expect his mom to step in. What's her name? Rhonda. I think that's it, something like that. But all of them stepping in was crazy, and like it's one of those things that like what's the exact line? She says, "But if you don't let go, you'll die too, mom." I'm okay with that. It's better than letting you die alone. And like I'm sure it's like severe pain. Everything's being poked out. Like all the spikes are going through them, which is crazy. Alt, how are you doing? How's your day going? We talking One Piece right now. And Summers is loving it. He's laughing from like the bottom of his heart. Yeah, bro. Way more respect. She's just a teacher. That's it. One of these kids look like Ivanka. It must be nice having parents like these. Yo, I'm still so curious about this girl with the horns. Because we do not have that many with horns. We do not have that many kids on Elbath with horns. Like who's her parent? And then you have like Rogue here. He's in like severe pain. Everybody else can muster it up. In the first panel. Like with his belly, like where you just see his belly. Where his eyes wasn't showing. Where his eyes wasn't showing. I guess. It's a weird angle. Like, why is his head turned? You know what I mean? I guess it's not showing. Interesting. Because one of the things that actually confused me, or I was curious about, is that where he's in the cracker belly, where he does gum rice cracker belly, like he's already in giant state, right? But how come it's not like a full circle balloon? It's just like half of his is like he's flat, but just like his upper body is kind of blowing up. And Luffy's in giant form, but his giant form is holding a bunch of giants, and then he's a speck on Loki's back, like in all regards. Like he's so tiny. Hey, you! As soon as we land, I want to hop off my back. You hear? I don't want you meddling in my fight. Do you say back? Like what are we talking about? Nah, Loki's huge, bro. I'm curious what his full design is. Like we see his full design, but like how does it look? How does it really look? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people say it's fur, there's spikes, because he's using a rice instead of a balloon rice. Are very sticky. Interesting. I guess balloon. Interesting. Because I feel like usually when we see balloon, obviously the balloon is circular, but this is like a half moon. Like, right? Yeah, maybe Luffy looks different too. We haven't seen him go Gear 5 yet. So maybe he looks different as well. Perhaps he looks a little bit different. Because right now he is on Elbath, right? He is with Loki. No, but we see him. We see him though. Hold on, let me go to the picture, to the final page. And what's this? On a curious day when thunder and snow both flurry, a giant beast shall appear to blot out the skies. The drums of liberation will boom out. Like, when did this happen? I feel like we would have heard this text or riddle or poem, whatever, at another time. I feel like we would have heard that. Okay. Yes, prophecy. That's the word I'm thinking of. So, like, when did we never this form of a prophecy? I feel like we would have heard the prophecy, or we would have heard something that's like we would have got some mention of at least the snow and the thunder or lightning. Well, how do you put it? He said lightning or thunder? I think he said thunder. When thunder and snow flurry. Like, we've never heard that form of a prophecy before. And I feel as if we should have. Like, I feel like there should have been some mention of the significance of snow and thunder at the same time. And Loki's causing it, or Ragnir's causing it. But the question is excuse me, how do I say it? Is Loki able to use multiple different elements? Like, I know, like, in not Greek, but like Viking history, like, they have the different realms. Yeah, why snow and thunder? Because that leads you to, because one of the questions when we found out about Ragnir was like, oh, or when we saw that he can use ice attacks, that was making you think that, like, all right, maybe he can use hell attacks. Can he use fire? Can he use a bunch of different elements just because of all the different gods or the different realms or whatever, right? Because I think the ice one was like a realm that they referred to. So can he use these? Are there more elements that he can use? Why these two? I don't think so. I don't feel like Loki has anything to do with the elements. I think it's simply Ragnir, and he's able it's amplified for whatever reason. I feel like it's amplified because of Loki, right? Like, Ragnir on its own, or Ragnir wouldn't be able to do this without a user. That's the difference, right? Because Ragnir didn't use lightning on Loki. It didn't use snow or ice. It didn't use snow or ice on Loki either, right? I think it's simply used. I think it's because of the wielder that we managed to get that. So its elements happen to come out or manage to come out when it's actually being wielded. But the only question is, does it have another element? And it's weird that we have those two elements above all of them. And I say it's weird because I think Ragnir, I think the lightning makes sense based off, like, Thor, right? We know like how like we know we get that part, right? I think yeah, Thor is the god of lightning. And then this one here, the ice one, I was kind of curious because I felt as if we have those covered, right? We have Enel, we have Yamato, we have who else do we have? We have who's Enel's lightning, Akainu, not Akainu, Aokiji. Aokiji's ice, right? He has to be able to breathe fire at least at the very minimum. I think he can breathe fire at the very minimum. And okay, so let's dive now into this last panel here because yeah. Or maybe that's what we're seeing. Okay, if you look at Luffy's thing, look at Luffy's shirt. It looks as though we are still seeing his shirt in the previous panel where you can't see his face. Because I want to say that because you have these two things on his shirt that we're seeing, and I feel as if we were seeing his chest, you would be able to see the cut. You'd be able to see a piece of the X. Sorry guys, you'd be able to see a piece of the X if you saw if it was his actual chest showing. And so what's crazy is that Luffy and Ragnar are about the same size. The one Ryoma killed, I don't remember. Like, hold on. Ryoma in the show or like that we've seen in the manga? Because I know they made the show adaptation of like the story of Ryoma, but do we have? But do you mean like the one that he killed in the manga? Okay, let me search. Let me search. Ryoma kills dragon. Ryuma, sorry, Ryuma. It looks like it kind of has Loki's eyes. It does look like it kind of has Loki's eyes. I can't lie. Interesting. The eyes on it are definitely similar. With tea, this is chamomile. This one's chamomile tea. I'm not seeing like too many great shots here, but it is looking like the dragon that he killed here was like it has the same eyes as Loki. So maybe that, and we still need to know about Loki's eyes. Like, what are the thing with his eyes? Is it was that just like a factor, like a non-factor? Was it a purple one? I think there's a purple dragon that some people said looked similar. Yeah, the eyes look a lot like Loki's, which is crazy. Loki's eyes. Hold on. Loki's eyes. Loki's eyes. What if those are just dragon eyes? What if those are actually just dragon eyes? Because looking at the eyes of the dragon Ryuma killed, and then the eyes that Loki have, they look basically the same. Interesting. Why is that? So is it just like officially like Loki is just the real dragon in the story? Like, is that what we're getting at? Like, despite theirs being Kaido, despite all the other dragons, like Loki is officially the real dragon. It might have. It might have. But how did no? But it doesn't explain how he got his eyes, because like Harold's wife comes from ancient dragon as well. I'm convinced that those are dragon eyes, at least. I'm convinced they're dragon eyes. I want to say Loki's has dragon eyes, which makes sense of what his devil fruit is. But it doesn't make sense as to what he thinks his ability is. Because remember, like, he explained, like, the massive hockey is because when Gaban was explaining, like, how to defeat them. Well, Brad, I'm good. I'm here. We're talking One Piece. I'm here for a little bit longer, till at least 10. We chatting. There should be a dragon. That's cooking. That's cooking. That's like they make dragons in the story feel like anomalies. Like you have all these creatures in the story, but a dragon is the thing that's like a one-off creature. You know what I mean? Like out of all the things that exist, that just happens to be the one that is unique or special. Me, I'm from Ottawa, Canada. We talking One Piece right now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in thus far as well. Me and Deadman just been going at it. Celestial Dragon, Luffy's father dragon. Like there are something so like dragons have always are like that nigga. Like you know what I mean? Like dragons always make a story cooler or better in some regard. But like why dragons? Why did Vegapunk have a dragon guarding his place? Why are they called the celestial dragons? Why did Ryuma's thing involve slaying a dragon? Why is Kaido, a dragon out of all creatures, right? Why was Momo the leader of the Wano a dragon? Like dragons have like an even deeper meaning to the story now, which I never fathomed. And you know what's crazy? Ooh, I just pictured like a swarm of dragons by the end of the story. Like we're gonna have like a whole bunch of dragons in the sky. And man, the final war is gonna be crazy. The final war is gonna be phenomenal. Like the like so the term celestial dragons to me means like the chosen person, right? Because dragons are like the god of the sky or the rulers of the sky or something. Why does Shank's ship looks like a dragon? Even that, yep. We gotta start questioning these things. Dragons are huge, significant, are very significant to this story, but like it has to tie in somewhere. Like, is Loki? Because think about it this way: Loki's an ancient giant with dragon eyes that has the ancient weapon that has an ancient devil fruit. Like Loki's busted. Loki's busted. But it's like, oh my god, like I'm so curious as to what the original story was now, or like what happened in the beginning, because like why does Loki, why, like what's the history with Emu, Nika, Joy Boy, Davy? Like he has horns. He has ancient horns like this. Free Fire King, how you doing? Yeah, Loki's in, oh man. But Luffy's the one. And why is he the one? Because he brings joy to the world. Like Loki looks so devilish and so like this looks so broken. How do you know Kenya West? I don't know Kenya West. I know Kanye West. I never heard of Kenya West. I forgot to mention that. Oh my god, a plushie of Emmett. Like where we have gone that from? He had to have gotten it from his mom, I want to say. That I forgot about that. Thank you for pointing that out. That's a big Oda's dropping some shit right now. Oda's cooking and dropping some. Trey God, I don't know what you're saying, but YouTube took it away. Or you took it away, I guess. Mm. Mm. Yeah, someone sewed something because it's a robot, right? Like a robot is like a toy almost. A robot is like could be looked at as like a toy to them. But Emmett, I wonder how big Emmett is compared to them. Because Emmett was Emmett bigger than Dorian Broggie? Yes, I have. It was great. I didn't like the ending though. I didn't like the ending of Attack on Titan. I'll be honest with you. It was a great story up until the ending, and the best part, I want to say, like I didn't like where they switched over the story. I didn't like where they switched over to like Gabby and all of them. Like, I got it. I figured it. I get it in the long sense, but like I like Attack on Titan as a whole. Didn't like the fact that they kind of switched things. I do like the idea of like here's the other side's perspective as opposed to just getting the one side perspective. But I didn't like the finale. Maybe it's just me. Everybody, sorry guys. Maybe it's just me or everybody's like very critical of Waitful. What's Waitful? I find it funny that Emmett plushie Colin has literally the same size as Kaido. That's crazy. It actually is. It might be. It might be. And the thing I say it might be because Atlas is bigger than Kaido. Kaido isn't as big as we think. Pause. Who? Oh, Mikasa, 100%. Mikasa's the number one from Attack on Titan. But I have my top One Piece. I have my favorite anime girls listed still. My all-time baddies in anime. I didn't think so though. I didn't think Kaido was that song. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do have to go, but I'm gonna give you my baddie list quick. I'll give you I only have a One Piece one and then like a regular characters baddies. All right, hottest anime girls: Robin, Hiyori, Yamato, Viola, Shirahoshi, Lacus from Gundam Seed, Areka from Eureka 7, Kikyo from Inuyasha, Nell from Bleach, Harabelle from Bleach, and I actually do have Mikasa on like my hottest list from Attack on Titan. But guys, I love y'all. Dead man, appreciate you, brother. I wanted to go longer on the stream, but I got dadding to do. But we'll talk. We'll talk. Yeah, I got my One Piece baddie list or my anime baddie list. Yeah, bro. Have a great week. Have a good night. Trey, apologize. I'm gonna have to head out. All y'all, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad we got to at least drop like 45 on here. You know, like a quick basketball game or something like that. We'll connect. It's not out of my reach or out of my power, but I stream usually in the evening times at night. I'm gonna try and get it. Where are you from, Trey? Where are you from? Where are you from? Okay, so right now it's 11 p.m. for you. What time is it in the evening times? We'll see. Because right now I don't have my daughter. Usually I do. We'll be tapping in tomorrow. If I don't manage to grab some time at all, like what I want to do for you guys is be able to give you guys like 3 to like an hour to like 4 hour streams, but like consecutive times. It's 8 p.m. for you in India. Yo, dead man, y'all in 2 different Indias, bro. Y'all in 2 different Indias. Don't kill me. Y'all in 2 different Indias. I didn't know there was 2 Indias. Oh man. But yeah, no, I'm sorry, brother. I gotta head out. I really want to stay on, to be honest. Yeah, okay, I appreciate you. So you're gonna be notified. You're gonna be notified. You're gonna be notified when I go live and we do it. We do some shit to thrive. I'm about to have like 100 kids in my house just now. So. All right. Calling it a day. Love y'all. Straw Hat. Peace.